What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a pencil illustration of Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. Welcome back everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we'll need some plain white paper and a pencil. I'm going to start today's drawing off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Now I want to begin by breaking down the basic shape and proportions before we get into the details. So let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So we're going to start at the very top in the middle. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Now, from the top, draw another line going across from left to right. And we're using these lines to help us balance out our drawing. Now, these lines are also going to help us create a large circle along the top of our page to define the size of the head. So from the center point, let's just move up to right about here. It's going to mark off the top of the head. And I want to take that same distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now, I want to measure that same distance over towards the left and then the right side. And then we're going to connect the center point of each mark to create our circle. Let's start with the top left. Just going to work our way around. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using this as a guide. And we're eventually going to erase most of this out in the end. Let's add another set of guidelines coming down the side of our circle. So starting with the left, coming all the way down, and then the right. And then one more guideline going across the bottom of our circle. Now with our circle and guidelines in place, let's start blocking out the main facial features. Let's start by locating the eyes. The halfway point between that center line and the left, right here, is going to mark this off. Do the same thing on the right. And then from here in the center, we're going to draw a small oval for the eye, going all the way around and then back down. Let's do the same thing on the right, just going up towards the same height. Now the height of the eye is about halfway up towards that center line. So right here. Let's add a curve above the eye for the eyelid. Starting on the outside, we're going to bend this up and towards the middle, and then just bend that down on the inside. And we can come back and add more detail and thickness after. We just want to get the right shape going around the eye. And then along the bottom, we leave a small gap, add a small curve for the lower eyelid. Let's go to the center of each eye and draw a small circle for the pupils. Now moving towards the center, step down and add two short angle lines for the nostrils, one on the left and then one on the right. Add a curve in the center for the bridge of the nose. Now we're going to move down and draw another curve going up toward the left and right for the mouth. Just add a small bracket on the ends. Come down with a short line across the middle. Move down again and just mark off the chin. Now we're going to go out towards the side of our circle. We're going to draw a straight angle line coming down and in, going around the eyes. Just going to bring this down towards the same height as the lower lip. And we can always come back and just readjust later if we need to. And then from the jaw, angle the chin, coming down and then in. We're going to give it a slight bend in towards the chin. Now just up above the eyes, we're going to add a guideline for the eyebrows. We're going to start from the side of the head, bend this up, go across the middle, and then back down. Let's go to the side of our circle, add another curve for the edge of the hairline, going up and then down. Let's go back to the side underneath the chin, draw two straight lines coming down the side of the neck, and then go out towards the side, draw a straight line going across the collar. The sides come down, draw another straight line going all the way across from left to right. Now from the center of the chin, angle this down and out toward the left and right side. Bend this back down and then in towards the middle. And then from the base of the collar, we're just going to bend the arms, coming in and then down. Now we're going to go back up to the top and add some basic shapes to the hair bangs. Let's start right in the middle. Start with a curve across the top. From the sides, bend this out and then down, just aiming towards the eyebrows. Now I want to pull this back in, just shifting this over towards the right. So starting on the left, go in between the eyes, coming down, flatten this off, and go up with an angled line. Now on the end of that eyebrow line, draw a straight angled line going up and in, and then bend this back down. Now the hair is going to come down along the side of the head, angle this up and then out along the side. Go up and out toward the center line, and then angle this back in. Now I'm going to show you a simple method on how to add those braids across the side of the head. Let's start from the left side, come down and out, angle this back down and in towards that outside line. Let's line this up on the right. Going out, come down and then in. And then from here, angle this up in behind the head. Now I want to start stacking these diamond shapes underneath. So let's start back on the left, come down and out, come down and in, again towards that outside line. Go up underneath the head. I'm just going to mirror this over on the right side. Again, coming in towards that outside line, back in underneath the head. Now, as we come down towards the bottom, these are going to get smaller. Coming in, and then down towards the bottom. Let's add a smaller one. I'm just going to add a couple more. And one tiny one just on the end. I'm just going to fade this out. Now with our rough sketch in place, I want to go back and lightly clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now once we clean up our drawing, I'm going to switch my pencil to a 0.9mm and start adding some detail and contrast. So we want to stick within that bounding area that we created with that hairbang in the center. So let's start by just darkening up the edges, and at any point we can just modify the shape. So just going to add some folds coming down. Just working our way around the perimeter. And then along the bottom edge, we're just going to break up the hair into separate strands. I'm just going to add a strand coming down the side towards the eye. I just want to build out the top of the hair, just working around that top circle. Just adding a couple folds as you come in. I'm just going to pull it down in the center. Just going to add a little bit of texture across the top of the hair, coming down. And we'll go back and just add some more contrast to the eyes. Now with the pupils, I want to add a medium shade on the inside. I'm just going to trace the iris along the inside, going all the way around. Just want to do this very lightly. And I'm going to add a highlight circle on the top left and then a smaller one on the right. Now I just want to lightly shade in the inside of the iris, going around those highlights. And I want to add some thickness to the eyelids, starting in the middle, just adding a few points along the outside and then the inside. Now I'm going to add some eyelashes just poking up along the top. Let's add a fold across the top of the eyelid. Just going to break up the edge a little bit. Thicken up that lower eyelid. And we'll add those lashes. Then I'm going to go back and just layer those eyebrows in underneath. And you want to go a little bit thicker along the inside and just taper out towards a point. A little bit of shading across the bridge of the nose. Just darken up the nostrils. Now with the mouth, we're just going to go a little bit thicker along the outside and then taper that in. Now with these hair braids, we're just going to use these hard lines as a guide, but we want to curve the edges. So start from the top. Just going to work our way around. Bend this in. Now as you get towards that center point, I'm just going to bend that down. Now I'm just going to move down and do the same thing. Just going to layer this across. Bend this in. And then down. Just do the same thing on the outside. And then from the inside, we're just going to bend this in and just fade that out. Run out the inside along the top, and then bend that in. Now I'm just going to use these guys to help us add some more detail across the body, starting with the collar. And I'll just tuck the side of the neck in behind. And then with the sleeves, we're just going to add a couple folds along the inside. Now let's do one final cleanup. Now we're going to switch to our thinner pencil and start adding some texture inside the hair. Starting from the top, I'm just going to add these little lines going across the braid. And we can give it a slight bend. And then along the outside, we're just going to alternate, coming down and then in. Add a darker tone to the vest. I'm just going to add a little bit of shading. Now, as we get closer to the end, we're just going to tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail. And always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Mitsuri from Demon Slayer. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. What's up everyone, and welcome to our club memberships. Are you ready to take your art skills to the next level? Well, I've got something special just for you. Introducing our channel membership, starting at only $1 per month. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you'll get exclusive access to a world of bonus features and perks that will enhance your journey with me. As a member, you'll be treated to brand new weekly tutorials that are available only to our valued members. Want to learn the latest techniques and dive deeper into the topics I cover? This is your chance. You'll also gain access to our member-only community feed where you can connect with fellow members, share your progress, and participate in exclusive polls. Your voice matters, and I want to hear from you. And let's talk about the perks. You'll receive a set of custom chat emojis to use during our live streams and premieres, adding a personal touch to your interactions with me. Plus, you'll proudly showcase your support with special member badges that highlight your dedication. As a member, you'll get access to future perks I roll out. I'm constantly working behind the scenes to bring you even more exclusive content, surprises, and experiences. So join our channel membership today and become a part of our exclusive community. For just $1 per month, you'll unlock a world of premium content, engagement, and fun. Click that join button now and let's embark on this exciting journey together.